consider the plight, and I'll let you go, of the man who stayed by the pool, and the same pool in John chapter 5 for 38 years. Impotent. The man was at the pool, and Jesus comes along and said, do you want to get well? And I believe that's the question he's asking the church today. Do you want to get well? I believe that's the question that God is asking the community. Do you want to get well? Because listen, folks, I don't care how rough Rochester is, God can make us well. I don't care how tough it is to live in urban cities, God can make us well. He asked this man, do you want to get well? That's the question. Do we want a better school system? Do we want a better community? When the church becomes the crime scene, things have to change. I mean, when you drive up to your own church and can't get in the church because it's the crime scene for murder, things have to change. The question then becomes, do we want to get well? Do we want our community to be well? Do we want our brothers to be well? Do we want young men walking around with their pants down? Do we want them to get well? Do we want young ladies who are getting pregnant before marriage, regardless of the age, do we want them to get well? Well, when Jesus asked this man in John chapter 5, verse 7, he says, do you want to get well? The man answered just like the community. He says, Jesus, I've been here for 38 years. I'm even surprised that you asked me, do I want to get well? Because I've been here for 38 years and nobody else has said a word to me. Jesus looked at the man, and he's looking at the community that nobody has said a word to. He's looking at your street that nobody has said a word to. He's looking at your classroom that nobody has said a word to. He's looking at your church that nobody has said a word to. And he's saying, do you want to get well? Well, the man says, wow, that's a big question. Because I've been here, it's Thanksgiving season, but I've been right here for 38 Thanksgivings. The Christmas decorations are up, and I've been right here for 38 Christmas seasons. It's getting ready for watch season, and we're going into a brand new year, and I've been right here for 38 watch seasons. I've had 38 birthdays right here, and nobody said happy birthday. Nobody said Merry Christmas. Nobody said Happy Thanksgiving. Hallelujah. And Jesus said, I just want to know, do you want to get well? The man said, Jesus, I have nobody to care for me. And he says, every time. He said, every time I've been at this pool for 38 years, I've been trying to get in because I heard when the water is troubled, the first one in. When the water is troubled, can't you tell that the water is troubled? Getting right across the street, the water is troubled. 3,000 little children out of church every week, out of school every week. The water is troubled. I didn't tell you. 7,200 children miss 20 days a year in school. And when you miss 20 days a year, they can look at you regardless of what age you are. They can look at you when you miss 20 days and say, that one will not make it. That one will not make it. 6 years old, and society looks at you. Legislators look at you. 6 years old and say, that one won't make it. That one won't make it. That one will make it. He says, when I try to get in, somebody steps in before me. But here's where the church comes in. Here's where the community comes in. The church that's empowered by Christ has got to help the community. Get up. Get up. Right where you are. Somebody say, how you know? Because Jesus told that man to get up. He told that man that had been there for 38 years, he told him to get up. And the man didn't move. He tried to, but he could not move. The Bible said Jesus reached down. Jesus reached down and pulled him up. Pulled him up. That's what the church has got to do for the community. We got to walk down Adams Street. Pull them up. We got to walk down Troop Street. Pull them up. We got to walk down Clifford Street. Pull them up. And then we got to come into church and look at folk who are sitting by the pool feeling like nobody cares. Pull them up. Pull them up. And the Bible said he left that pool